just turn their back to me. I push them all away with words I couldn't say. I try to change their minds with promises to find, but it all amounts to nothing. Rolling deep inside, I know I'll never change. Compromise for nothing, I know I'll never change. The evil that I am, I know I'll never change. The devil loads me down, I know I'll never change. Bones are growing cold, I feel them shaking, never knowing who I really am. I slowly close my eyes with all my fears aside, to focus on the pain is all I have to gain. It's all been left to you, you know just what to do. I'll swallow all my pride to say my last goodbye. Rolling deep inside, I know I'll never change. Compromise for nothing, I know I'll never change. The evil that I am, I know I'll never change. The devil loads me down, I know I'll never change. I know I'll never change.
Hello. We're back. Hopefully everything goes good today. I don't know. I still have no idea what happened with that last stream. I guess the internet just hated me that day, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. I'd really like to know what happened, but yeah, everything I looked into, it's like, nope, just internet was insane. So hopefully we can like kind of catch up in to the game a little bit. I mean, like, yeah, sheesh, such a short part. All right, so things are pretty quiet outside. We'll stay with this. Jill. Ah, Miss Kim. Just call me Kim. It sounds weird to be called Miss. You seem to be in a good mood. I got some money on Mega Christmas. Wouldn't you be happy? Wouldn't you be happy? I guess. What can I get you? I'll have a beer. Okay. Let's get Kim a beer. Here. Thanks. So how have you been doing? Pretty good, actually. My hair stopped falling out. My appetite is coming back. I hadn't realized just how much the newspaper was weighing on me until I quit. I suddenly stopped feeling defeated. I actually felt like I achieved a victory. Like I got a hold of my own life. So nice to hear. Oh yeah, I'll start bartending training in January too. Huh? Really? Yeah, I did some research and it sounded cool. BTC gives you many benefits, so it sounds like a good thing to do for the time being. I don't know if it's what I want to do for the rest of my life, but it's a good start. It'll give me time to think on the next course of action. A bit of advice, don't go for BTC housing plans unless you absolutely have to. Let me guess. Sharecrop or whatever. What did they call it? Basically, you become indebted to them, probably. Like, you don't make enough money to pay them off for rent and save up for another place to move into. Is my guess. You have to sign a contract for at least 5 years of service with a cut in pay and tips. Well, yeah, of course, the pay and tip. Well, wait a second. A cut? I mean, like, that's actually not too bad, but the 5 years is pretty crazy. I was gonna go for that one, but I backed down a bit at the last minute. How do you back down a bit? Well, I took the chance when the BTC found me an apartment. And instead of signing the BTC contract, I just asked for a regular one. I still have no idea how I got away with that one. Thought those apartments were built by them or something. Back in England they are. They have their own real estate companies. England. Wouldn't it be Britain? United Kingdom? Or UK? Apartment complexes where they have the means to give discounted rooms to employees. But in this city, Reality Nua holds an unspoken real estate monopoly. So BTC can't easily offer such promises. Oh. Realty, sorry. It's throwing me off. It's one letter off. Realty Nua is a bit weird as far as companies go. Their name has become synonymous with quality, a brand built around certain expectations. But the truth is that Realty Nua has done little to no work in the last 10 years or so. Really? I mean, when they started, they managed to sell and build upon plots of land that everyone gave up on. They became a big name as far as real estate goes. But in reality, let's see. The company itself has actually done less than you'd think over the years. Most of the time, they're cashing in on their established properties or letting others work with them. I believe in the last 10 years or so, they've only started around 3 or 4 new projects. And they're all expansions of their already established ones. Why are we getting in the weeds on this? You seem to know a lot about it. Nah, I've just read a lot about it over time, especially after hearing my landlord ramble about them. I think it's all par for the course for real estate companies, really. But it's true that when you hear a name so much, you expect something, I don't know, different. But enough rambling on my side, you must be thirsty. Can I get you anything else? Let's try a sugar rush. Okay. Sugar rush, I feel like I've been serving them a lot lately. We're gonna try it for a big one. I don't remember if you can always give a big one. It's also weird when it says optional karma tree, because it doesn't say how much karma tree. Here you go. Yay! Actually, Jill, I came here today to thank you. Me? Yeah, back when I first showed up here, I was in a really rough spot. I was shocked, I was tired, I was a total mess. I even said some really mean things, but you had patience with me. Not to mention you helped me cool down, and your boss saved me. And, I don't know, I feel like I had to tell you all of that before the year ended. Much appreciated, thanks. But anyway, how are you doing? Last time you were a bit off. I'm better now, thanks a lot. Glad to hear it. It was weird to see you like that. It always felt like you were putting up a cool bartender act. It did? You don't? I don't. Are you sure? What you saw as a cool bartender act is what everyone else has described as being cold. I mean, cold and cool do mean the same, but... Nah, I don't try to put up with that act. Sorry to disillusion you. I'm too much of a mess to do such a thing. Huh? Disappointed? Surprised, actually. What led me to believe that you were putting on an act? And more importantly, how can I make use of it when I get assigned to a bar? I must investigate further. Good luck with that. Say, let's try something bubbly now. Alright. Bubbly drink. Okay. Flavor is bubbly? Of course, the flavor of bubbly. Waity. We won't give a big one this time. Or should we? I mean, she didn't complain about the last one. Okay, you know what? Okay, yeah. We'll make it big. Hopefully this isn't a problem. Here. Thanks. Hey, Jill. I'm gonna need some ice. Boss. Boss? Oh, I know you. Thank you. Hey, nice to see you're fine. I'm more than fine. I'm alive. I'm here. I avoided my biggest mistake in life thanks to your timely intervention. I don't know what overcame me. Just felt like everything was shouting. I couldn't stop the shouting, so I just felt like, thank you. Don't even mention it. I just did what I felt was right. Jill, ice please. Right. Are you alright? Did you seek help? I know a couple people that could help you. Don't worry. I'm perfectly fine. I've gone to a therapist a couple of times, but he says I'm okay. Something overcame me. But you intervened, and I don't know what to say. You already said thank you. Saying that you're fine is more than enough for me. I should have come to thank you earlier. I owed you that at least. Don't worry, just go out and be happy. I kind of view Dana as like almost like Goku. Like just, yeah, ever positive kind of. Yeah. Like just a slightly toned down version of the dogs. You have a second chance, so use it as best you can. I will. I'll be leaving. Happy New Year, Jill, and thank you again. And I know the boss is a girl, it's just still same personality. I don't know. Please come again. So, a couple of weeks ago I read some news about a woman saving a suicidal girl, catching her midair. Would you know something about that, boss? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, really? Midair? What? Whoever it was probably just did it because it was the right thing to do. Feeling lonely? That voice. I feel like every time I play this game, I just completely forget the past characters. Hey, Joe. No. Hey, Joe. Long time no see. Really long time no see. Seriously, it feels like it's been over a year since I last saw you. I was planning on visiting you last week, but things were pretty heavy back then. So I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. First to Joe, I'm talking to you here. If I ignore her, she'll leave. Oh, this is a hologram? I'm not an unfathomable sense of... I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You can't just ignore me, you know. Julian Stingray, I'm talking to you. What? Calm down, don't fall for her taunts. How did she know my full name, though? How is that her full name? Stingray? Really? That feels wrong. I thought your full name was Julian Natalie Stingray, or did you legally remove the Natalie? Also, why would Jill come from Julian? Why wouldn't it be Julie? Like, wait, what? Why did her last name have to be Stingray? That's just so stupid. Never mind that. Is she reading my thoughts? Yeah, I mean, they're kind of written in the middle of the screen. Hard not to see them, actually. Alright, that's it. I'm going crazy. That's such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that this world could be weirder than you think. This world is amazing because of the things you just can't explain. And just because only you experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. I mean, just look at ASMR. No, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in this scenario. You acknowledged me. Shit. That's good. I'm not serving you anything. What? Why? Last time you came, I had to clean the drinks I served you off the floor. Don't be like that. The drinks were also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. I was gonna buy some curry with some money I had to put up for those drinks. The curry's cheap. Like, wait, what? Oh man, so much money wasted. Dog duty done. I know we have slow days, but for God's sake. You okay? You look angry. I'm fine. Good job out there. I'm back. Boss, what happened? Meeting cut short. At least I drank the the bottles. Are you okay? You look distraught. I'm fine. But they really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. And you're wearing jeans under a skirt? Yeah, so is this the girl that was outside? Talking to the vending machine, maybe? Why? Just why? Why are they acting like that's like so insanely weird? Like, I mean, I feel like I've seen that before, but maybe not in real life, maybe. To annoy people, of course. Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everyone thinks they should call you out. But they can't bring themselves to do it because it's not that wrong. I don't understand. As somebody who's like, that sounds really cool, but okay, whatever. There are things like spats after all. It's uncannily right, not all that wrong, and they can't stop staring. It's kind of funny that they talk about spats though, because spats I think are only a Japanese thing. Especially since this game only came out like, what, 2015 or 2016? And by then, they had long had, what are they called? Well, yeah, leggings. Or even jeggings. But yeah, they'd long had leggings, so it's like, or even just, generally tights. So it's like, why even mention spats when that's like exclusively a Japanese schoolgirl type thing, as far as I'm aware. I suppose there also could be. No, I don't know. I was gonna say, like, is that the same thing that volleyball players wear? I don't know. Let me try to raise my volume a little. Okay. It's uncannily right, not all that wrong, and they can't stop staring. Not like anyone other than me could see it though. They could see it if they wanted to. Jill, you're making an awful lot of faces there. You okay? Yeah, just remembering stuff. Man, I miss not being crazy. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay here. Who stays where? Crap, did I just... You have to be the first person I've met who mixes their inner and outer voice. I thought one of the dogs near the counter, sorry. Oh, okay. Can I leave a bit early today? Sure, thanks for taking care of the fort. What about me? You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave. That's not what whatever. I did have a flawless service bonus. Is it possible to not get evicted? I feel like the more I look at this, the more it's like you have to like not buy anything ever. Okay, from now on, I'm only gonna serve large drinks. Maybe somehow that's the reason why. There are cats and heat outside. I'd have blue balls if I still had any. Not interested. Biker gang arrested after vandalism during protests. The members of the largest biker gang in the Motor City sector were arrested after the group's leader and her entourage were found at the site of a protest last Friday. Leader, commonly known in the streets as Christine Love, declared to the press that they were unjustly arrested and that her gang was only there to defend protesters from the White Knights. Is she a game developer? She's many things. They're afraid of us. They know they can't take us down in the streets, so they use protesters as a shield, and we had no option but to surrender, Love told AAE during a phone conversation. They're currently detained and waiting for trial. Formal charges are unknown. Parliament discusses anime influence. During an unusual meeting held at Parliament today, delegates discussed the effects of anime on the population. It's nothing but filth. Trash, a representative for the Working Party yelled during the meeting. If I could choke every single writer and animator out there, I'd do it. I choked them with my own enhanced hands. Several anime studio heads have responded to the news. I think they would ban it if it wasn't bringing so much money into the local market. Yamake, a producer, told the Augmented Eye. I do agree that anime is trash, but I'll save the genre. You can trust me. What? It is trash, but don't worry, we'll save it. We're gonna save anime. Okay. Yes, important topics and all. Okay, we're just gonna go to work. Okay. Good evening. Hey Joe, let's have a New Year's party this Saturday. Isn't that a bit soon? Why? Did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party? No, I mean, never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great. And Gil? He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do. Hey, no, I mean, where is he? He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now. Back. See? So you're coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? It's not like I have anything else to do, so... I told you. We're depressed people. We're depressing people. Oh yeah, the kid from the other day, Gabby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gabby, let's see. First of all, I don't remember what this character looked like. First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. Yeah, okay, it's the sister. And so it feels weird to ask this of you after how I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up, to chat for a while, to do what you were doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about, the fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. I'll go back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take much of your time. Really? On the 31st? We're gonna have a heart-to-heart. When? New Year's Eve. I mean, sure, fresh start, I guess, but still seems a little too weird. Like, shouldn't you be busy doing other stuff on that night? If you don't want to see me after all that, I'll understand. But please, I really want to talk to you, Gabby. I mean, Joe's gonna be working, so it's not like she can avoid it, right? Wow, that girl has a big vocabulary. She was always a smart one. The 31st is written in different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when would you be here and relatively free, so I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea, now that I think about it. Boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Now it's coming back to me. What drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years. Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake, and it's painful to face your mistakes. And fear of what they might say. With Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. And I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby is in the right to hate me. I don't want her to, but I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that. And Jill, you baka! Oh my gosh, I'm getting a freaking text. I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm thinking. Jill, you baka! Eh? You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. Do you want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hate feeling like that? Armitage? Diddy hacker. Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay. Alright. I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister, but now you have a chance to make amends. And not only that, you have us watching your back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret? Which one do you pick? One day, oh, I see. One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret. Okay, sorry. I thought it was like one day of fear or a lifetime. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I hated feeling like that. I won't run away this time. I won't run away. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be. Hey, boss. Thanks. That's what friends are for. Yeah. Anyway, let's start the day. Have I gotten any new songs lately? I feel like I haven't. You know, well, no, never mind. Sure, whatever. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously though, it's the second note that has stirred such feelings in me. Second one? 2 weeks ago, I got another note in the mail. This one is from Lenore. Without the envelope you took away from me in the panic? Yep. You haven't opened it? Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear, might as well face the other. Maybe. Don't push her, Chief. I'm not. I just know she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need me. Keep it up, Jill. Thanks. Happy holidays! Someone's happy. We held a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I heard they were sold out in most places. There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. Sorry for that outburst. Why? You look so happy. I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyway, can you get me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure. Cobalt velvet. Okay, here we go. We're going big. We gotta make that money. If they start complaining, I guess it's fine, probably. Hopefully. Then it rocks. Mix. Here. Thanks. Are you meeting with Say today? She should be here any minute. In a bit. She told me she wanted a drink here, and since I was coming here too. Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How has she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely. If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. I know I'm like doing some weird stuff with her voice. It's like I feel like I can't quite remember consistently how she's talking. What about your eye? Eye? Oh, hers. Sorry. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who can blame her? Her life changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists. It was used as a disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it will all make her go back to her old ways. Old ways? There was a rough spot when Say was a teen. Her mom's clinic was about to close, then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up. And the teachers at her school didn't help. Say is not a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalents to things she knows. We need to get a bit in her mindset. Once you get this, she's a fast learner, but schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically branded her a failure. She even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Say was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning, the total opposite of how she is nowadays. From time to time, I see that old look across her face, and it scares me. You're comparing her to her teen self, though? People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Say knows better than to go back to that. I hope so. Get me something cold and sweet, will you? Sure. Cold and sweet. I think I've heard that one before. Gosh. Nope. Nope. I think it's a blueberry. Nope. Wait a second. Really? Let's see, so I don't remember this song. See, why is it that sometimes the game actually stops me from doing this? It's happened before, but then this time they're like, oh yeah, you can add more ingredients. It's fine. Like, what? Okay, blended. Here. Thanks. This is the kind of stuff Say asked for, you know. Now that you mention it. So I take it Say's family situation isn't exactly fine and dandy, huh? It's a mess. They've tried to fix her over time, and I'm glad to say they've actually done it. Say's mom had a real abusive relationship with Say's biological father. Sadly, like many women in that situation, she just tried to justify his actions. But apparently things got nasty when Say's mom, Miss Emmy, got pregnant. At that point, she had an epiphany, one could say. She didn't want that guy to raise her child, so she finally sought help. Things weren't so easy though. Before the authorities could take him away, Miss Emmy got a serious beating from him. She still uses a cane to walk thanks to that. She moved here, Say was born. She started her veterinarian clinic. So did he come back? He was a drunk and couldn't find any drugs, so he made it to the city. He caused a ruckus for a couple of days, until Say managed to scare him off. How? She beat him near to death 3 times. Beat him near to death. The near death. Sorry. It's all the same. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but... Oh, don't worry, I laughed too. The dramatic irony there is delicious. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe, and a cat boomer is sure to become a target. Well, I have my personal staff with me at all times, so there is no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again? Sure, uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too sterile. Around here, you can actually feel the warmth of the people. You feel there are people living. You feel there are people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel warmth there that uptown doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came. Welcome. If you try to talk to someone in the upper part of the city, they either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice there, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that 2. But I just want 1. I'm asking for 1 for me, adding 1 to your order. Oh, that, right. 2 beers for the girls. Wait, oh yeah, right, okay. I was like, wait, how do I do that? It's like, right. They were actually confusing me for a second there. Normally I would, again, make 2 larges, but I feel like they made things more complicated than they needed to, so I'm just not gonna make it complex. Yeah. Okay. Even though this is technically how you would make money. You know what? No, we're making it big. It's fine. Here. Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They were all asking, "Where's Say? Where's Say?" Why do they call you just Say when they call me Auntie Stella? I don't look that old. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry I had to leave, but Mom worked overtime that night and I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks and some dog thought it'd be safe to hide in a jar. The little guy managed to get his head and paw inside before getting stuck. And it was plastic, so they couldn't just try to break it. That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fellow was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh yeah, we'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure, it's better than depressing myself with my dad's woes about the next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye, Jill. Bye, Sam. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? I'd love to. I'll also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses, ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who was there. Better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think? Yeah. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy. Okay. Something classy for say. Classy. That's fine. Rocks. Blended. Karma tree. I feel like they're starting to get a little more complicated with these. It's like, you can make anything you want, but not the expensive stuff, technically. Technically. Okay, I think that should be fine. I feel like this is like the second most expensive alcohol in the game. Like the 320 for the piano man and piano woman, I think. Something classy. Yep, this is the thing. This is the thing. Okay. Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday. Stella came quite cheery in about Sunday. This Sunday? Oh yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? There's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story and somehow she got it in her head that by being born on the 25th, she was a spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. That made her start giving out gifts like crazy. She got over it, but the gifting stuck to her. Spiritual reincarnation. Well, the story says the Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit, and that Mega Santa was reborn as a manifestation of the Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. Heh, that girl was delusional as a kid. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she's worried about you going back to your old ways. Something about a rough period where you were angry or something? Oh, that. It's sweet that she's worried. But I won't go back to those days just like that, though. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore. Expected as much. Told her as much. Hey, can you get me something bubbly? Sure. Something bubbly for a bubbly girl. This is a good one. I wonder if you can actually get them drunk. Like, I feel like I remember at the beginning of the game them saying that you could actually get the characters drunk, but I don't know for sure. Because I don't think I've ever noticed them get drunk. Like, maybe one time it felt like they were actually being a lot more revealing, but I'm not 100% sure. Here. Bubbly, bubbly. Hey, Jill, this might seem a bit random, but do you remember the first time I came here? Yeah, you're the second white knight I've served. I remember. Why? Precisely because of that. I've been meaning to ask you about that story. How was your other experience with the white knight? If I had to put it simply, the total opposite of you. Oh? She came here as part of her work, looking for information on some case. I went through the motions, offering her a drink and all that, but she came only for her job. At first I thought she was just another private eye, but she showed me her badge and all. What kind of case was it? I wouldn't know. She never told me, but she asked if I saw some people. She got pretty intense when I told her I had no idea who she was talking about. I suggested she ask the vending machine outside, and they told her the suspect climbed on them. She got her info and she left. Pretty professional, if a little bit intimidating. She seems personally invested in the case, though. She seemed personally invested. The way she lost her cool was suspicious. You seem to be pretty good at reading people, Jill. It makes me kind of jealous. Nah, I'm not good at that. It's just a coincidence that I noticed. But you noticed. I'm not good at reading people. Even if the cue was thrown in my face, I wouldn't be able to see it. I'm sure you can compensate with another skill. Any particular reason you asked me about that event? Not really. I just found the fact that I was the only other white knight you've served weird. I mean, really? Just two? Weird. I know. I've spent most of my life with almost no interactions with white knights until I met you. Means you've had a nice life then. That sounded creepier than I thought. I bet, yeah. Well, I'm done for today. Thanks, Joe. Please come again. I'll go take my break kill. Sure. Time to drink. Let's go with... Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, I forgot about my tea. Okay. All right. I wonder if I left food for 4. What? Okay. Gosh, well, yeah. Now what to do? I don't want to do the same music again. Let's like get rid of some stuff. We're just gonna go randomized. Okay, I'm here. Dorothy? You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. Ah, honey. You want something? The usual, I guess. Usual, usual. I wonder what's wrong with her, though. I don't remember what her usual is. Oh gosh, what was it? Bleeding J? I feel like it's a Bleeding Chain. And I really am forgetting what else it would be. Fluffy Dream? No, probably not. I'm really blanking out here. You can't just be like, oh, the usual. Like, what do you mean? I haven't seen usuals in this game like at all. Like hardly at all. Like, I think the only usual would be actually say. And I feel like I only really remember just because they were just talking about her. Just general usual. Here you go. Ugh, this is bad. Bad, but why? Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey, honey. How do you know what's real? How so? I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell if what you see around is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? What tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer? And those ponderings brought you to the bar? What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I? Dorothy. So you're having a solipsistic crisis of sorts? Solipsistic? What? Solipsism, the theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See? That's another thing right there. That word. Solipsism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solus means alone and ips means self. Yes, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decided to make noises? And decided, hey, let's make this noise mean things. It doesn't make sense. Words don't make sense. I've been repeating words for a long time and they've stopped making sense. Why? Calm down. That's just semantic satiation. Stop making up words, honey. And then there's this counter. How can I be sure the counter is real here? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on. Just making sure. I should make her a drink, and at the very least, I'll have something to throw at her. What? Oh my gosh. We'll make a piano woman. I don't know. Screw it. I can't be wrong, right? Surely. Whoa, that's weird. Wait a second. Oh, I am at the maximum. Okay. That was weird. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do a normal one, I guess. Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this at your face. Sorry. So, let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Since earlier today, I think. But I don't know. It was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having, how much I loved everyone around me. And out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? What is fun? Are those feelings real? Is all of that real? Am I real? What tells me I'm actually in a body? What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? What tells me that you're real? Eh? For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination. Or even just an AI simulation in some computer that thinks it's human. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis, that uncertainty about whether or not things are real. It was a couple of months only, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arm to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, but I couldn't feel the scratch and the fear got worse. What did you do to get over it? Oddly enough, I read a book, The Last Reign in the World, one of my favorites. At one point I cried with the book and I realized I was crying over fake things, the story and its characters. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality like that too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I'd still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. Hey, I like it. Hey, can I take this drink? I made it for you. Thanks. Okay then. Alright. Alright. Was it even that color? Phew. Why did you throw it on your head? To feel something you made. And? It burns and itches a bit. I'll get you a towel. Delivery for is Dana Zar. Oh, I've been here before. Oh, right. This guy. Yo, man. I had a specific voice for this guy, too. Mr. Mario, welcome back. I have a delivery for Dana Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll get her for you. Right. Sign here, please. It's a big package. I wonder what's inside. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. It's a wiener. A really big wiener. Hey, honey. The big package had a big wiener inside. Really funny. What will your boss do with such a thing? I don't know how she'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it? Honey, seems the wiener is too big to eat correctly. Stop. Maybe you could prepare some right now. What do you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's wiener? I do. Seriously, Joel? She's the making the jokes. And you're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down. Hey, Jacket Boy, what's your name? I'm Mario. Come on, Mario, I'll buy you a drink. You might have another delivery, you know. This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you? I'm fine. Sunshine cloud. Good, because I was totally going to forget what his order was if I had to remember 2 drinks. Rocks blended. Here. Thanks. Hey, call me Dorothy. You can also call me Darling for the right amount. Hey, yeah, Dorothy, why did you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way. What way? I'm Lilum? I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Like, I feel like this is that meme of, what was it? I forget. You know the one. That means you're gay. that one. The iced tea meme. Not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but... Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hitting on you. I was thanking you. Thanking me? Your package let me see Honey. Honey here laugh like an idiot. It's easier than you'd think. That made me happy, and I don't know if it was what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I entered. Glad to help, I guess. Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, Honey. Enjoy your big wiener. Oh, yeah, John, right. That's Gillian for some reason. Wait, Gil is Gillian, but also John? I don't know. I guess so. It does sound familiar, though. John Gillian? I don't know. Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it. Don't worry. You like guys. It's clear. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the motor district? I spend all of my free time in the motor district, actually. Why? Is it true what they say about all the illegal races going on there? Motor district and go to text. You're not a cop, are you? As far as I remember, no. Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also a semi-legal league going on there. Semi-legal? The authorities acknowledge that there's races going on. They don't know what goes on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. Casualties? Really? The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. What? What the heck? Huh? Have you heard about a biker called Christine Love? Miss Love, of course. Everyone knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but truth is that nobody has faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that got beaten to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. So her gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing, not bothering anyone. Oh. Do you want anything else? I'll have a piano man. Alright, piano man for Mario. Gotta make that money. Better be able to make this one. I believe I can. I could be wrong. I believe I'm right. Yep, there it is. Nope. I could have sworn I went above the 20 limit before. I guess I'm just wrong. Here. Yeah, this is nice. This will sound weird, but do you believe in replibots? Replibots? There's the belief that some Lilim out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. That someone or something replaces those humans with such Lilim. Thus, they call them replibots. You know a lot about this. I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays. Well, it's the first time I've heard about it. What about it? On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the middle of the street. And I say almost because he moved really quickly out of the way. Then I went to deliver a package and somehow my neighbor was there. Almost immediately after the whole thing. And he was there the whole time. Maybe it was someone that looked like him. He had the same look, clothes, mannerisms. Trust me, you know a perfect replica when you see one. And you saw that kid Lemon. Oh, the kid Lilim here. They could easily pass off as humans. There are even Lilim idol singers. Oh, sorry. There are even Lilim idol singers nowadays whose voices can pass off as human. They could be passing off as humans under our very own noses, replacing us little by little. At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilim behavior is a bit different. You can easily tell if someone's a Lilim because they seem, how do I put this? They don't care about risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risks with a lot more leniency. Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers. I'm leaving. Thanks for everything. Keep an eye out for doppelgangers. See ya! Like, what? Surely this isn't going to be an actual plot point, right? Like, please come again. I wish that there was a game like that, though, where it's like, oh, you're just playing the game like normal, but then suddenly, like, you're a little suspicious, and it's like, wait, you can call them out for being a replibot, and it's like, what are you talking about? And then you have to, like, slightly prove it, or you could, like, claim somebody's a replibot, and then they're like, you're stupid, because they're just a normal human. What's your take on the replibot thing? Do you believe in them? Do you? Not really, but I asked you first. When I was in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. I was paranoid that they would come. What would I do then? I remember I lost lots of sleep because of it. That doesn't answer my question. Let me finish. After many months of fear, I reached a conclusion that might as well apply here. It's useless to be afraid. I'm but a simple woman. I wouldn't be able to do shit against them. But I'd rather live without being afraid. Because the memories of not being afraid will be my only solace when the new nebulae crabs invade. Or, I mean, when the replibots come. Jill, are you still afraid of aliens? What part of it's useless to be afraid didn't you catch? Right. Back. Did anything happen? I discovered I have the sense of humor of an 8-year-old. Did anything new happen? Hey, they brought you a package. Ah, yes, my curated wiener. It's a gift from my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some of it? Ah, that's a new one. Have some pocket money. I'm out of excuses. Just here's free money. That's it. Yeah, I did get flawless service bonus because that first one, like when I got her usual, it didn't. Yeah, I didn't get her usual. Well, we'll see if I make enough money. Joe wonders if Maneki Nekos actually bring luck. Buy one to prevent her from getting too distracted. I can't trust this. I'll gladly buy it when I can pay off my rent. Sheesh. That bar called Valhalla. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Work. Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is a neat, just like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. How so? Never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard from the distance. So, is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat, I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. Thread is closed. Do threads last freaking 5 minutes? Yuri, new season. Finally here. Can't believe I'm alive for this. Base God. All boards reported. What are our boards? New season. Best YY still up there. Internet service gets cut off tomorrow because I can't afford it anymore. Wake me up. I get a job, you stupid meat. Oh god, here we go. Hot tofu. I'm comfy. I wish I was comfy. Enjoy it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on there. Crisp spaced. Wait. Okay. Actually, I'm kind of interested in all these. Okay, what's this? Final remaster leads video game charts. Newest remaster of 2016's Yik postmodern RPG opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. 2016's they're doing remakes. This is like 60 years later. 64, I think, years later. Is it 2080 or 2070? I forget. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Sting's Face Remaster. Full chart including lifetime sales. Yik, Hatsune Miku. Those are low sales. Sting's Face, Water Pro Wrestling G. Dang it. Rune Paul? Dang it, Rune Paul. I'm trying to think if... Is this supposed to be Ron Paul? How would that be a Ron Paul joke? There's no way. There's no way. Woman marries anime pillow. Nobody's actually surprised. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines. But even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet, live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces thanks to new technologies. The traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, grandma. Lame. So, is the implication that somebody online would like marry a dog online or something? But if you got married online, then like, I mean, you'd have to meet each other, right? Eventually. First space colony plans to develop its own army. I mean, yeah, makes sense. Even though space was imagined as a promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. First space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. Alleged threats? I mean, okay. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army, and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threats. Motherland? Okay. I guess if it's unrelated to any other country on Earth, though, I guess that makes sense. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. I mean, how many people use their militaries inside of their own countries, though? Like, regularly, I should say. Like, for emergencies, sure, but... I don't know. It's also weird because, like, citizens are the army. Then, I don't know. There's plenty of countries that are kind of weird with that, where it's like, the army is oppressing the people. And it's like, wait, why doesn't the army, individual army citizens be like, hey, we got to stop this, you know? But for some reason they don't do that. I don't know. Like, well, they kind of do that though in Africa. In Africa, like, oh, you have an army. Oh, they turned against you. was like, oh, okay, I guess, you know. House Rabbit is in space too? Amazing. Let me just check real quick. I'm just wondering if there was new stuff. Yeah, okay. Okay, that is it. Okay. That's what I thought. Like, they're like, buy the cracked Daruma doll. And I'm like, you know, it's cheap, but I just can't risk it. Like, in fact, from now on, I really hope that I can get the perfect the bonus every day, because those bonuses are definitely going to add up. Like, if I get the bonus for the rest of the every day from now on, that'd be a $2,000 extra dollars. That's a lot. That adds up. I didn't think that I was messing up the orders that often. The weird part is that I think I do remember giving somebody a large and they actually complained about it, which is like, if they say not to do it, I understand, but like, I don't think they almost ever say don't give me a large. You've been chuckling since yesterday. Wiener. Good evening. Oh, wait. My mouse is going crazy. Ah, Jill, I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers. It's New Year. It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the dew? Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. The dew? The dog? Oh, dogs. I'll be back in a bit. Evening. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers. A whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. That was weird. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. Oh, okay. How often does that happen? Okay, whatever. I think we'll... Okay, wait a second. Sure. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Wait, what? I thought we were gonna serve the other guy. Okay. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yeah. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night, but as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now get me a Mars Blast. Oh shit, I dozed off. Mars Blast it is. Wait, can I even do this? Let me just check. Yeah, I think I can. I think. Nope, I can't do it. See, this is what I'm confused about. Why is it that you can make large of some of them, but not others? I wonder if that's counts off on my perfect score. Probably not, though. I really play down how perfectly great this song is right here. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess up. Hmm. Most of their voices are kind of similar. Sorry if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I could fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I could fight dirty. I like that. Joe, please, you make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoy it. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. I suggest you try a suplex next time. It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try this suplex thing. Right? What? How does boss's hair stay like that? I think I can do it. Right. Oop. I don't remember the last time I've made one of these. I feel like I didn't. I may not have made this before. Let me just double check. My apartment's on the line. I do not want to find out what happens when I get kicked out of my apartment. Like, hey, that'd be cool to look into later, but not now. Here, good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie, and you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at... did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure machine and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, in your gums, in your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, even if you got rid of them and got rid of the rejection, what's stopping them from coming back in? Because they have like implied that the nanomachines just go in your body. They're flying around and they just go in your body. Like, dystopia in its cell. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Alright, the order was, I'd say rabbit? Well, why did she say it like that? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try to do it. Here. Yeah, I love this. It looks different from yours, though. I had a couple of extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck with you with, Jamie? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements? Were they reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. These guys are really hard to do next to each other. Like, one's supposed to be like a slimy, shady guy, and one's like just a tough guy. But then they both end up sounding similar when I have to just say them back to back. I feel like I could make Jamie a little gruffer if I didn't have this guy right here. Don't count on it. You said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy, right? Right, no, right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day. Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough, that guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood too. I'm a bartender at a tender bar. I keep being like, close enough, but it's like, no, I really gotta make sure this is right. Here. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, what put you in a good mood? Oh, yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Ava comes and says, then make sure it kills you, because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing, she had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all that, I mean, the age difference and all. But there is something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. She said she had no sister. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her, yes, oh man. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Oh, I don't remember this. I don't remember Alma being 40. What? I really don't remember that. I mean, I guess they probably did mention that she I mean, I do vaguely remember thinking that Alma was mentioned to have had a breast job or something like that, but like I don't remember the surgery being really extensive to basically not have her aged much. Hey, hey, it's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she'd made sure not to fix that impression. Wait, doesn't that mean that she's like 45 or something? If given that, like, that's kind of crazy. Huh. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead girl for a dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So, what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give me a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. Brantini. There we go. Let's see. So we got... time to milk her for all she's worth. Oh, this is a good song. Here. This is the thing. This is the thing. Let's start. Ooh. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon, it became animosity. And not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Oh no. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after that girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking high-ranking lips? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, I can lift her sweater. You want to see? I bet you want to see. So is Anna just supposed to be like she's basically like just intrusive thoughts manifested into a hallucination or something? But is that it? Like that's all there is to it? But it's weird that she only showed up so late in the game. Like sheesh, like more than 2 weeks after the game. The start of the game. That's a lot of days. You know, like I'm pretty confident we're more than halfway through the game. You know, like I can't quite tell how long we're supposed to get in here. But even if, let me think. Like even if we have, I don't know. Like I'm thinking the absolute latest would be Valentine's Day, but I don't think it's even going to get to that. I mean, they mentioned, I think, January 11th. So I could imagine January 11th. And then it's even weirder because we're going to be ending the whole ex-girlfriend part of the story on New Year's Eve. So I could like easily imagine the story, the game ending at that point. I don't know. All right, enough. Shit. Peace out. I mean, I know the girl is you and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. Beer. We double in the beer. She's a pro hacker. She can afford all of these double drink, large drinks. Here. Thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be there. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. Alright. Well, you were there? You were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyway, call me if anything comes up. I'm still really thrown off about how to voice Gil, because I still kind of view him as like there's Jill, and then Gil is like adjacent to Jill, and then like the more melancholy part of Jill, and then the boss is more the jubilant side of Jill. That's just kind of how that's why I keep like having their voices be very similar to Jill's voice. I know that also sounds like I'm being lazy, but like they're not tropes. You know, if there were tropey characters, it'd be easy enough to just pick something, but like you know, pick a voice. But yeah, they're not. They're very good characters. They're very well made characters. It's less chilly today. Let's go with the same thing. Jill, kid's looking for you. Oh shit. Hey. Norma. You're back. Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Said it out loud. I mean, that was fine. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. She thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, first, by not letting me drink that whole thing, you didn't let me get home smelling of alcohol. I mean, even though you served me the alcohol. Oh, but when I do it, you get all suspicious. Not now. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me, and said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste of time. A waste to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting her. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late. Outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Joe, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a bleeding Jane, please. On it. Pizza with double cheese, and wait, no, this is a bar. Can I make this a double? Yeah, that's a double. That surprised me. I'll give credit. Thanks. Hey, Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. Not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character. Dunno. What are you? A cute girl. Right. You okay, Joe? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Where is Gil? I'm very confused. Like, what's happening? Okay, beer. Sure. Beer. Kind of weird that we're just... So is this like an explanation for why we actually can still make money? Because they're like, we don't want to... Like, it does feel like we're kind of winding down on some of these plot points. That's why I'm like, I could definitely imagine the story ending at New Year's. So like, yeah, we really don't need way more character interactions at this point. But we do need money. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. Now that she says that, did I see her in this TV? I don't know. There. Can't see anything. You sure? Yep. Weird. Nobody expects Dorothy Inquisition. I bit my tongue. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Honey. Hey, Dorsey. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. That's a new one, though. Like, she's just stopping for a quick drink. I don't remember that ever happening in this game before this. Aged. Mixed. Thanks. Oh yeah, before you leave. What? Are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be here then. That was fast. Well, I've got things to do, so. You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneeze. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe. Take care of Becky, please. Who the hell is Becky? Who's Becky? Who's what? You said... I said nothing. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Hey Jill, mind if I ask you a silly question? You've seen my clients, you can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves though. Sorry, what did you want to ask? You know why they call them cat boomers? It's probably because they're boomers because it's like the old fetish of cat girls. And they're boomers by this time period's perspective. I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like a cat's, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh? Let's go a bit back first. Okay. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki-Romanova treatment. I don't know. I'm sure that's a reference, but I can't think. Or was it the Romanenko-Yamada treatment? The let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it, at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu core record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. Yeah, again, I don't remember, like, are nanomachines just freely in the atmosphere and just nobody can stop them, basically, but, like, some people reject them and then they might die? Is that it? Like, I think there was only one brief mention of it, or maybe they did mention it before, but I wasn't taking it seriously, because, like, a lot of stuff at the beginning of the game just kind of made me think that it was a jokey tone. But then, like, later they're like, actually, no, there is dystopia stuff going on. And it's like, oh, I am supposed to take that seriously. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stenkovich. Was it Stenkovich? Let's call him Stenkovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stenkovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. Of course? What do you mean, of course? Of course it was a success. Oh. The girl, Sylvia Stenkovich, didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then, the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. I was gonna say fetish, but okay. Parents made their unborn children go through catification procedure even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit. I mean, it does make it so that they are guaranteed to be safe from rejection though, right? A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. And their parents got called cat boomers? A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. The fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. Yeah, I mean, it's basically what I said. Just not quite. Like, yes and no. It's just like old belief in cat procedure. Something like that. You keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus, they can move like a cat's and react to their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. It still surprises me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. Weird. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind I'm fucking up the terms. I don't mind. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Wait! What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stenkovich. Eh? I just remember Sylvia Stenkovich was around my age, and when I was a teen, there were some TV specials featuring her. And I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. Oh, that's true, because technically Jill is gay, I guess. It's just weird because it doesn't really come up. I mean, it kind of does. It doesn't, does it? Like, I mean, like, the only time it comes up was pretty much just with Alma and the boss. That's pretty much it. There's no other indications, I would say. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. All booze and no firecrackers make Dana a dual girl. So I did have flawless service. And I did make a lot of money. Oh, this is... Wait, rent is due... Okay, no, but rent... Okay. So you gotta be careful. So rent is due on the 30th. On the 30th. So this is actually the last day. For some reason, I thought I had another day. Make sure you have over 10,000. Yeah. Joe bought what she wanted. She's pleased with herself. Will surely focus at work. Okay, so I will get enough this time. I guess it's just that I wasn't making enough big drinks. I thought that I had to like hold back just in case, but yeah, I guess not. 4. You've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous. I'm really surprised how fast I'm going through the game right now. Cause like, I gotta go check out my first couple parts of this game, but I remember. Then again, well, maybe I'm wrong. Let me see. Let me go check real quick. Because I just remembered. I think there was a couple parts where I actually got like 3 days or more. Okay, so it's a little weird. So there were a few days at the beginning where I only got actually basically the first, second, third, and fourth part were just one day, even though each of those parts are like 1 to 2 hours. So it's really weird that they're just one day. But I guess it's just that they were introducing the characters, and maybe I was like kind of getting a sore throat or something, probably. But then on the last day that I streamed, I did 3 hours and got through 4 days. Wow. Yeah, I don't know why. I got really motivated that day, and then just bam, I was done playing. Very funny. But yeah, then I've been going a little faster, but not exactly. Maybe not though, because yeah, like then I streamed for 3 hours again and got through 3 days, and that was, you know, the coming back and playing the game, and then we had the bad stream where I just got through 1 day. No, you know what? I think it was 2 days. You know, it's funny because I just noticed I actually only said that I was on day 12, but I think no, I must have gotten to day 14. I must have gotten through day 12 and then also 13 through 13 and then partway into 14, I think. Something like that. I'm gonna have to check that. Weird. Weird. Is this different? Yeah. Okay. Surviving in Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy, self-deprecating thread. Don't trust in white knights and don't go out after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour. Lol. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. Oh, I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worth. No, that's really bad. Rice and butter, like that's like Japan during what is it called? You know, when you're in a food shortage or whatever. But I think that's like literally as bad as it gets. I mean, you could be like, well, they didn't even have butter back then, actually. But don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take... I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city. Lol. Soon we won't even be able to escape. Can I even get some weed in this crap hole somewhere? Yeah, I just PM'd you. A good hole. A good dealer. The thread is closed. Oh? Brain socks will show first decrease. Sure. Birth rate decrease as the use prefers Lilum Company. Wow, this is relevant right now. At the beginning of the century. Yep. The idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke. Was it? I thought it was actually pretty serious. I mean, it's pretty legit. It's like, hey, do you want to not deal with other people? But the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie May, a 17-year-old student, agrees with this general sentiment. Annie May? That's such an old-sounding name. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know. Wow. You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Haha, don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon be announced to address this situation. Regulations? It's just one city. Is it that bad? Like, sheesh. But, I mean, this game was made in 2016, right? So... I still can't believe that I only heard about this game in let me double check. I did play it in 2020, right? I may have bought it in 2019, but no, actually I bought it in 2021. It's so weird that I only bought it 5 years after it came out. And now here I am 9 years later. Don't worry about it. Almost 10 years though. Oh, a lot closer to 10 years. 10-year anniversary stream. Oh, sure. But yeah, I'm just thinking like, well, people were talking about dating robots. I mean, honestly, probably longer than what I'm about to say, but I would definitely say that people were talking about it in like 2006 to 2010, just because like the robot technology was kind of picking up. And to be fair though, Futurama had the Marilyn Monroe bot joke, if you want to call it that. It's not even a joke. But that was like in like 2003 or something, maybe even earlier. So I'm sure that idea has been around for longer than even I know. But it is worth noting, like the show made it seem like a joke, but it was very easy to take seriously because it was like, well, actually though, she's like just does whatever you want her to do. So like, what's the downside? And in the actual show, it was like, oh no, there is no downside. Like that was kind of the joke, that like, oh, actually they are perfect. But it's also funny because it was only situated as, oh, this is for guys only. But it's like, why wouldn't there be a girl version of this? Because it'd be too good, I guess. Maybe socks and sandals in public is now a crime. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Or you could say that socks with sandals is a decency problem. But no, I'm just kidding. I never understood why it's that big a deal. It's like, whatever. People want to be lazy. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. Well, 3 days isn't too bad. But what do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? I guess that's kind of true. Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Good luck. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Right side of the battle. BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. I remember them talking about this before. That's what BTC is? British Trademark Council? Oh my freaking sheesh. I didn't know that one. I thought it was like beer. No, I think I thought it was like bartending. Certification. Yeah, I thought it was like bartending certification. Maybe that's the joke. I don't know. British Trademark Council. What? Wait, now I'm even more confused. Wait, why the British Trademark Council? Like, I guess that's the joke, but like, what? It's facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact in our earnings, and we can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Oh yeah, I guess technically we know this because the boss... Well, I don't know. When the boss said they were shutting down, though, I thought it was due to her own managing, though. I don't remember when they said that the bar was going to close down, though. I guess that is the actual real last day for sure. I'm thinking, oh man, I really don't remember. Like, I would have said New Year's, but yeah, I don't know. And they haven't really mentioned it again. But to be fair, they didn't take it too seriously. But yeah, maybe it's like more like January 10th or something. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more. Give me a break. That is true. That is very bizarre. Yeah, I think this is a good part to save. We'll do... I'm making a couple extra saves just for the hell of it. This will be for from now on, I guess. Actually, what is this one? And I mean, it doesn't matter, but still. Wait, so we're on day 17. Let me I don't know. And I was gonna like change the title of today, but no, because we're definitely gonna get to day. I don't think any reason why I can't get to New Year's, or through New Year's. Now New Year's Day, I don't know for sure. Probably not, but we'll see. Oh yeah, this late to the party augmented eye. Wait a second. I didn't look at what she was saying. Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned it into Glitch City. So she's lived here her whole life. So I'm full of myself. You are. Wait, so if she's never left the city, then that means her girlfriend died and she was just in the city the whole time? She couldn't just go and visit in the city at some point? Like, really? I get it, but like at the same time, like, come on. Sounds cute for nerds, maybe. Oh yeah, this late to the party augmented eye. Gods be praised. First silly law I'm all in for. Being only with Lilim can be tiring though. Tiring. Thursday, December 29th. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Wait, if it's Thursday though. No, that's right. Yeah, Friday. Okay. Never mind. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine. Give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? What? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backwards, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it? That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... Let me check something real quick. I just realized I think I missed a message. You know what? I'm going to take a short break. I think this is the perfect time to take a break. I'll set my playlist, but also just going to take like we'll see how long the break is. 10 to 15 minutes. Probably less, but we'll see. Be back. Okay, that took a little bit more time than I was expecting. Anyway, I'm all ready to finish the stream. Kinda. I mean, it's still gonna be a bit. I think we still got like at least an hour for sure. Yeah, I'd say at least an hour. Probably, maybe even more. We'll see. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. All right. Go with a crush, huh? Okay, new person, I guess. Oh, it's that one person on Augment. No, it wasn't Augmented Eye. It was the other place, I think. Online. This place, great. Oh, if it isn't, I hope it's a guy. Okay, well that's. Oh, wait, what? What? Oh, wait, yeah, she was the one that was trapped on the TV that one time, or at least that's how it was portrayed. Did we meet her before? I don't remember. I guess one time? Yeah, I guess this is implying that we've met one time before at least. Oh, I really don't remember the voice for her. Sheesh. Hey, Jill. Sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. The door's open. Go ahead. The door to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one. That's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Now, where did she... Oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey, kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh? He remembered me after 2 weeks? His usual drink, huh? Beer? I'm assuming beer. No, gut punch. It's got to be a gut punch, right? Grizzly Temple almost makes me wonder. Grizzly Temple. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Beer. It's got to be a beer, right? We'll try. The usual. It's like, I haven't seen you in weeks. Literally. You abandoned me. Close enough. It's fine. Beer time. Here's your beer, sir. Here. This seems right. I knew he was an old schooler, but like there was still like two other possibilities that were like, those are old school too, though. And I thought Jamie's the beer guy. I thought, but man, Jamie and Donovan, I like those. I feel like I've seen them boast the same amount, but they're so spread out that yeah, like the papers. Oh wait a second. You got a text message. Okay. The paper's been a mess lately. Yeah, I forgot he's the guy in charge of the paper. Which is even weirder because... I forget her name that quit the paper. Wait, did she quit his paper though? I don't remember. I think it might be. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything or report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in the non-pleasant way. Zaibatsu Core and the company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once, and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice, and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, and the best case scenario is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked up that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. Alright, I forgot these places are havens for crime, but for some reason this one isn't technically. Like maybe a little bit, but minor crime. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. What the fuck is a chicken restaurant? Huh? Not to mention there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Oh, weird. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. Okay. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that. Alright, kid, let's try a moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. Moonblast, that's new. I hope I can double that. I believe I can double that. Rocks. Blended. Quadruple checking. We're good, okay. Now I gotta wait for the blend. Here. Now, let's see what the ruckus is about. So what brought you here? Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lilim coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really. Just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have like a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those high-class CH-1A models are, personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. I thought his name is Mr. Donovan, so shouldn't Donovan be his last name? Like, wait, what? You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lilum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement for tonight, or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Let's just give him a pile driver. Literally. I think I can do it. Gotta make that money. And again, it does feel like the game is actually doing this on purpose. Like, suddenly we have many people being like, okay, 3 drinks, please. And they can all be made large. So it's like, okay, well, this is clearly something going on here. Here. All right. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. Did he drink his... Did he just go... Whoop? gone. I guess so. I mean, I just wish that they would have animated or, you know, described it or whatever. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. Again, I don't quite know what... I'm just gonna make her super casual as hell. Most casual person ever. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing, really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure. Sweet. Piano woman. Okay, but Okay, but wait a second. Okay. Theoretically, you should be like, cause like some of these doubled is better, like this one. Cause it depends how many ingredients are in it. I think that's where I was messing up, probably. Because I was, instead of making big drinks, I was making the most expensive drink, but it's not big, so... but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is better, because that's 500... like, I don't think there's anything that comes close. Sorry. Oops. Yeah, we'll just... Yeah. Mix. Here. Thanks. So do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Figure, wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Oh, great. Really? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. Yeah, I wonder what the difference in age here is, though. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. Like, she said she didn't like older guys, though, or way older guys. He offered to help me with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious, in my opinion. I have many fans doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier, more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. I'm not gonna lie. Having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Something tea-like. If I remember correctly, something bitter but curly is fine too. Bitter but curly? This one, right? Bitter but girly. Right? Yeah, that was it, right? Girly? Wait. Wait, bitter? Wait, is this girly? Maybe, no, I don't think that is girly. I mean, technically, this spiced tea. I don't think you can get better than this. I think this is about as expensive as you can make them buy. This should be good. I'm just worried that I'm not going to get the perfect score if I do this. But I mean, it's tea. But there was that one time where they were like, "Oh, give me anything," and then I gave them the fedora thing, and then they were like, "Oh no." Like, I have yet to give anybody rum, which is insane. I feel like that's so bizarre. Here. Perfect. Hey, you're a King Class CH1A, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a BFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but BFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Ah, I see. So anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug. Ah, so you know the B-Link girls. Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are. I just remembered, technically, her age is irrelevant, but then wait, she said she didn't like older guys though, but then what's older compared to her? Or does she view herself as a 20-year-old or 30-year-old or what? Like, that's a little confusing. Really? Susie, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Huh, hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of a stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me, if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I've got to go, but let's have a Sparkle Star first. Alright, Sparkle Star for Miss Idol. Sparkle Star. Wait a second, I need a different song. I don't like that one. Just droning on and on. Here. Sparkling! Well, it's always a pleasure, Witchell. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, goes back. I'll take my break. Alright. So it said 2069. So this is 50. Well, from the creation of this game, 53. Yeah, 53 years in the future. Kind of random. um, Note to self: buy oil for that door. Yeah, let's just get rid of these, I guess. Let's just do this one, screw it. Yeah, I was just double checking. Alright then. Gil, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Greetings. Ah, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with the Bleeding Jane today. Bleeding Jane. Bleeding Jane. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh? It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. I must admit. This place is... so quiet and secluded. It's also clean, really clean. Gil is the one you can owe that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in this city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. That makes sense. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... Sorry. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Really? They can just do that? That's crazy. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. I mean, what was the option? Either just stay in the suit and you can't move, or leave the suit behind and run? Well, yeah, no shit. Any white knight still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. Yeah. It all happened in the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So, between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. Wait, so why did they brick them right in the middle of the operation, though? That's really weird, isn't it? But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of the armor fetch a high price these days. Could anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents just open for many, So I'd say yes. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There is one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? The guy had a really small unit, 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of henshin heroes. And what? They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same area. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corps has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corps because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way, or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks or the like, though they're dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just a front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corps chose. Just the front that whatever. He makes a fool of himself, and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corps is actually doing. Yeah. So what you were saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously. And what? Can I get a Brantini here, please? Sure. Let's give her a Brantini. I know I can double that one. Here. Thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today. Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kira Miki Encore concert. Nice. Alright, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Oh, sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true. Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other, more powerful people. Well, thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy. Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Say in her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it, and we shouldn't abuse it. Huh. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Sure. Something classy. Not a classic drink. Classy. And I'm like, oh, sorry. There's classy and then there's classic. Oh, silly me. Bleeding Jane. Yeah, we'll get whatever. Close enough. Looks good to me. There we go. Here. Thank you. Do you have many servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us for so long. They're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you, and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend the plants. Man, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would that be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyway? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but... That would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? The Bouts have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal. I mean, not really. We don't know that they're illegal. They're just probably illegal. And only like from a technicality, like, oh, they're probably using some tech or programs that are patented already. I'm trying to think, because I don't think I've ever heard of any product doing that. Because it's like, well, technically, it's legal. Because nobody is like, you know, until somebody gets their hands on it, they can't prove that they're using illegal technology. Right. In fact, you would think that they would self-destruct at least the electrical components at the very least. You know, not the whole thing. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? I mean, not really. I mean, they were corrupt already, so it's not ironic. Why do it, though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious, though. Have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point of our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Alma. No hello. You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy. Something I will fight to uphold. First a greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stops. And before you know it, boom. Total anarchy. You're exaggerating. Am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." "You overdid it. You totally overdid it." Quoth the bartender, "I did not." "So you like poetry?" "I had a phase. Can I get you something?" "Let's start with a big cobalt velvet." "Sure." Wow, we're actually asking for big ones now? That's... I don't remember the last specifically big one I had to make, actually. Here. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Did the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today, my daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change, thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the ideas of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon, I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill. I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. Hacker. I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Well, they're not public though, really. Why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods, no. I gave up on that whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... brrr. I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessories popping out. Thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a pick. Oh god, you have a fucking pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing. So I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff. Just check your past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just used a search engine, you know. I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun, and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask, though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 69, not 69, like in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 69. I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? I mean, that's stupid to say that, though. She's into occult stuff, not sex stuff. That's perfectly reasonable. You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten up things a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sure. Sugar rush. Are they trendy now or something? I don't know how much Karmatrine you put in. Here. This is the thing. Hey, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past. I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I'd describe as such. That I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, "Keep the fucker." The second one was during my freshman year. Wait, what? Of college, you mean? I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me. It'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it... Anyways. Huh? I'm a little confused here. Are they implying that friendly hits lead to actual abuse? That seems not likely, I would think. I guess I don't know, but like, just I've never heard of somebody being playfully physical going into actual physical violence. But I guess I'll trust the author of this game. Ooh. Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. I mean, that seems like, you know, like how well did you know each other? You know, you can like move into each other's apartments like within 2 months and then like get to know everything about them that quick. It just depends how much you've actually hung out together. Because it's only after 6 months. It's like, well, how many times per week did you meet? Because if you meet each other 3 or 4 times per week, that seems pretty freaking reasonable. Again, though, it's questionable about how quickly you'd move into with each other. And then there's Richard, who I spent almost 4 years with him. He got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't. Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. I mean, it's kind of weird, though, because, like, Alma also doesn't like her family, so it's like, I guess the problem is, like, well, specifically the parents, but, like, I don't know. Also doesn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point, I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will you? Sure. Let's get her a beer. Why are beers so complicated? It's like every ingredient, completely different amounts. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed about that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest. But I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, and honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one, and only one chance to call me by my full name as a compensation, then. I gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel. Oh. Duh. There's other utilities. like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but there's small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. I mean, yeah, you cut off your hands. I mean, I was just thinking like, oh yeah, you know, imagine just never being able to touch somebody with your hand ever again. Like, oh well, you know, the nerves maybe are still there technically. Like, okay, I don't know. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hand. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry, it sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julian once. Now you don't. Eh, why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it. Surprise! Hey, Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey. Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then act as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. I'm really getting Alma's voice wrong right now. I don't quite remember how I was doing her voice. I feel like I'm not voice acting her enough. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Okay. Unsurprisingly, she knows this phenomenon or whatever. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still, an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convinced yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See you. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It might have been while he was out. True. Hey boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so. That I am. Yeah, why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as the soap opera. Yeah, that's right. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... no, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show. It just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. I don't know why unique doesn't use and, but it doesn't. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh? I didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. To make you humble. Oh, wait, what? Come here, fuck boy. Ah, fuck boy. 8th grade, what? I did get a good amount of money there. Who would have thought we'd get a bona fide idol in the bar? Here's $300. You were charged $10,000 for your rent. Have a nice day. Jill will have a roof on her head for another month. The sense of relief will make sure she focuses on work. What would happen? Would they just say, you gotta leave your apartment by the end of the month so it doesn't affect the story, right? Like, logically, right? Like we have a roof over our heads for another month. Yay! Like, are you kidding me? Okay, so we have 2,500 now. I don't want to use all my money up, but I'm gonna use some of my money up. I don't know which one though. Screw it, we'll do this one. I think it's those houses there. I still can't get over this freaking this freaking shirt. Just slut. Amazing. Yeah. I want to change the thing. Rad. Imagine saving up so much that you just buy rad, and it's like, okay, you're safe. I guess we won't kick you out of your apartment now. That's true, you could get these. They're just not very good looking, I think. Yeah, I'm a little mixed on whether I want to buy a whole bunch of stuff or not, because, like, well, I still need money for the electric bill. I think rent will be fine for the rest of the game. But yeah, like, electric bill theoretically would be an issue. New Lilum regulations. The current regulations preventing Lilum from looking too human have been working well so far, but Glitch City's government is planning to create even more new laws so as to enforce robot-like features among Lilum in a bid to reduce identity theft. Glitch City, the first nation to adopt the current standard in artificial intelligence and robotics, was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights so as to sustain a long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, first year saw numerous reports of identity theft, resulting in the need for more stringent measures. It was unknown what kind of laws we'll have in the future regarding their existence. So wait, how long have Lilum been around then? After Great Earthquake, salvage agents are the new rage. Great earthquake that sank large portions of the world 5 years ago. It's just such random lore. It's like, we're just gonna sink the world now. Anyway. 5 years ago, also created an unexpected new profession, salvage agents. Summer Aki is one of these salvagers, and she shares her experience with Augmented Eye. Seeing big cities like Tokyo and places like Caracas several kilometers below the ocean's surface. That's something that gets to you, you know? Millions lived there before the Great Earthquake, and it's on me to retrieve their memories, their lives. Aki is now working to retrieve items from a research facility in the Tanegashima Island in Japan. Tanegashima. But yeah, that's pretty crazy if Tokyo got sunk. You'd think you would have heard about that more. In Australia? Australia is a tad more complicated than that. Huh? Weird. What was this? But people look more robot-like by the day, too. Grand Slam. I don't care. Oh my gosh, I don't know why, but my eyes are burning up. That's kind of a first, kind of. Okay, there's Valhalla. Oh, you're right. That's her blog. Dream Prison. She mentions wanting to meet a dream person, but she already has a boyfriend, so that's a little weird. Okay. What's she gonna say though? She doesn't want people knowing she went there. I mean, otherwise she would never be able to go there, kinda. Valhalla. The name sounds silly and a bit hard to pronounce. Good thing it's actually called Valhalla. Oh, that's what you mean. VA-11 Hallway. Okay. And the funny numbers and letters are just code. Anyway, I visited this cute and small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think the area was called Neon District. At first it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back, but once I got in there, I felt really safe and at home. The bartenders are a bunch of sweethearts, and the boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. Look forward to visiting again. The drinks were very tasty, even though they weren't made of real alcohol. I mean, is real alcohol even... I thought real alcohol just doesn't exist anymore. That's like the whole point. I thought. Okay. Actually... I'm trying to think now. So we're at day 30. Okay, we'll get through one more day. Let me mark that. Getting through many days today. Though some of these days were definitely very short. It was really weird. Kind of random. I don't know if I want the bar to suddenly become a fan tourism hotspot. That's why I was wondering. I'm like, wait, what? Why did she just dox you? Like, what the heck? To work. Yeah. Thanks for doxing us, Miki. Good evening. Gil, are you humming Shine Spark? Hey Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right? No, seriously. Did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations. I haven't seen you this happy since... Well, never. That was after, like, talking to him for, like, 20 seconds. Hello, Jill. This is for you, Gil. And this is a copy of Sunshine Stone. You've been humming that shit nonstop, so here you go. Then thanks, I guess. It's also a congratulatory gift. For what? Don't play dumb. You totally just got some... It was Titty Hacker, right? You always had your eyes on her. Oh, boy. I like how they're both just like, it's Alma. It's totally Alma. I sent her a message. She'll confirm if she did the charity with him or not. Let me know. Right. I'll be back in my office then. Anyway. Let's change the music. I can't believe they're all just like, yeah, he totally fucked Alma. Like, what? That's quite like a jump in belief. Like, yeah, he totally just... That's like, oh yeah, you had sex with my best friend. Oh yeah. It's totally fine that happened though, but like, it's like, isn't it kind of weird that you're... I mean, like, it's not like, oh, you should be offended that he did it, but it's just like there was like no build up, even if it did happen. It was just like, bam, it happened. And it's like, what? When? Huh? When did you guys even talk to each other? You know, like, time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh boy, these two. You are too happy and you are too mopey. You are too happy, and you are too mopey. What happened? I was right. Eh? That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Betty was right, and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. Friday beer for a cheerful Betty. Gotta get those Karmatrines in there. Karmatrine them up for the occasion. Alright. So the girl was actually infatuated with him. You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliche for my taste. Brr. Maybe Burr is supposed to be like getting a chill or something. I don't know. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. I was right. He doesn't seem too particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker. Holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Gil. How? That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a Bloom Light. Okay. Need to serve a Bloom Light and something non-alcoholic. Bloom Light. I don't think I've ever made this one. And let me just start with the basic ingredients. Okay, yeah, I can double these. I actually almost missed some of these ingredients for a second there. Alright, okay. And then non-alcoholic. So there's no reason not to pick this one then, right? Here. Woo! I win again! Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, Jessica, or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets. Snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler, and chews with the mouth open. What do you think, Joe? That you must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean about the piece of scraps situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Go. He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start with there. Ask her out or something. Get to know her. Maybe she'll change her mind. Maybe you'll change yours. And then you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilum. So I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are humans and all but organs nowadays anyway. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella's a good catch if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans and all but organs. You've surely encountered Lilum that you sometimes forget are not humans. Well, we live in weird times, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilum, though. Well, Glitch City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilith integration, so... anyway. Just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite the uninspired advice if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. You need to serve a piano man and piano woman now. Here. And now we reach a stalemate. I'd normally pick the piano man, but I feel there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order like that then? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. Mine! Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't, for the life of me, leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. Hehehe. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know. Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't leave me? I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh yeah, we're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine, we'll be there, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Bill. Please come again. Streaming Chan. You guys remember this bar, right? Well, shit. Go, I'm out. I'll... Not so fast, Miss Lana! Smizzy, if that's your real name! Oh boy. We got the streamer. We're live! We're live, guys! We're real now. Fuck. I went to the augmented eye looking for you, and what do I find out? Lana Smizzy is not a person. It's just a collective nickname everyone uses when writing crap. Why lie to me like that? Well, no matter. Night's young. Give me something tasty, nasty like last time, will you? She wants something nasty again? Oh my gosh, what the heck? What would I even give her? What? What the heck do I give her? Like, something nasty like last time? What? Spicy, I guess. I don't know. Don't you remember what you gave her? I don't remember when I last saw her. You know, how long ago was that? Let's see. So we got 8, 2, 4, 6. Aged ice mix. Here. This is the... God. Hold on. It was nasty, alright? Okay, so I did it right? And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you get your own copy of my theme song. No, thank you. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I mean it, no thank you. Well, too late, it's already in your player. That can't... How in the ever fucking living fuck did you do that? Magic! That's bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? So, yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time you talked about this place like it was this zany haven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like? Good question. Where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know. Now that I think about it, maybe boss just donated money to this Cirrus thing and then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I missed them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what did you say? I was asking if there was any news stories. This is not a newspaper, you know. Nor is it a crazy stories on demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing. I meant, so shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason, and I want to find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us the story of who he fucked. That's so weird. He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth it saying, but then I want to hear it. Well, Kiramiki came yesterday again. You're shitting me. I thought that's why she was here. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time? Well, if I may interject. You've been listening, boss. The walls are pretty thin. Oh. Anyway, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Yeah, we already know that. Let's see. Why? Why? I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit here there and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair. Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secret. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? You're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like the last time. A really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know. You hear? I'm not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will ya? Okay. She's asking for a girly drink now. Girly. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just put it all in there. We're gonna change the music. Not that one. That's better. Let's calm down. Like this is like getting my blood pumping a little too much. Like I feel like I'm trying to talk as quickly as possible because that just feels like it's her personality. But then it's like, wait, is it though? I feel like I'm rushing through it, but then I am like addressing everything, so it's not like I'm ignoring what's happening on screen or anything. Here. Phew! Let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with Spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? Am not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Wah! Joe hates me. It's not hate. It's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you are curious, right? About Fuckboy's partner. Want to know who it was? Do you know? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. It settles it then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there. It's nothing, really. The two bartenders break or something. Should I call the manager? Tech support! Hey, Joe. Inner and outer voice. Remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. To say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Oh, is that how that works? Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando. They did say that she was wearing too much clothes at one point. I was like, huh, what's going on there? But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. Bath time? Suspicious. I'm not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know. I think I just saw something that said, yeah, anime was a mistake. Yeah. Hey, kid, don't want to die. These are pretty unhinged comments here. Mind if I entertain you a bit, then? Boss? You and Gil take a break. I'll entertain the Missy here. Alright. Hey, Jill. Jill, by that I meant take Gil with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road right into a truck's grill. Heh, grilled Gil. Right. Alright, Gil, come with me. Eh? Like, I'm trying to remember who Gil was talking to. I thought he was talking to somebody that... No, he was talking... No, yeah, he was saying that he was actually, like, going... he was interested in this one girl that he was serving. But, again, I'm still a little confused because apparently we both serve people at the same time in the game. But I don't think that our customers overlap unless I'm on break. I'm a little confused by that. I don't know where I should go now. So goes. That's fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, right, I forgot this is gonna happen. Okay, want one? No thanks. I don't smoke. Wait, shouldn't she know this? Alright, I got a text from Alma. Boss! Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She is sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So, who was the lucky girl? So, it was a guy? I never thought you swung that way. It wasn't a guy. So, it was a girl, and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You know, it makes things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner? See, like, it kind of feels like they're talking in similar ways. And they are supposed to be somewhat similar people, but it's so weird. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that idol girl came yesterday again, I looked up her discography and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No, why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, it just feels weird. Well, I mean, she said she's dating somebody. Well, that's that for the break. Let's go back. Right? Oh, and Gil? Keep in mind what I thought about opening up more. I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. Wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. We'll just skip through if I hear the song I don't want. Yeah, like this one. And that's that. Back. What were you two doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? John has the face of a man who fucked to death recently. Seagull, you're making it too obvious. How? What will you have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right up, eh? What? Nothing. Dorsey wants a gut punch? Is the world ending? Maybe it's a lookalike. She's a fraud. Maybe. It's possible. We were told to keep a lookout, right? Here. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lulum tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs, and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235x. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I say I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations you could make a seismograph with them. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking up all that suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I felt like I'm here right now. Glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet now. Something sweet, more like it. Oh, sweet. I think Brandini, double Brandini. Here. Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs. But after a bit, they just start looping through built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you here right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Ah, you flatter me! Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lulum. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lulum managed to create biological life years from now, it will all have come full circle. Biological life? I don't think that's possible, right? So, what should I take from this? Is you love me? Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with a sugar rush. Okay, sugar rush, alright. Sugar rush. Double sugar rush. We're double sugaring. Then mix it, just mix it. Here. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. Man, that go-go is a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee is too much of a prick, and Go-Go's tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Well, I tried. Joe, I'll be in the office. Cute little girl, cam girl. Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorsey Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Oh, are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorsey, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, Sugar Rush over here. Bartender! Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right, Sugar Rush. Again. I mean, you're getting plenty of money, you know? Shouldn't you be happy that you're getting a lot of money and it's an easy drink? That's a lot of free money. Here. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So what are you gonna do in my turf? What are you doing in my turf, huh? Streaming chant. Yes? No, I meant that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name then? Behind Streamer Chan's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. Humble? Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started calling myself Nico Chen, I changed websites so the name felt a bit out of place. Thus, I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan though, so I just went along with it. Even though it's so generic. It went from being actually interesting to just generic. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point, I was going to call myself Dolores Hayes. But then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. I actually don't understand that. Dolores Hayes? Also, I just realized the streamer has heterochromia for no reason. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so, I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Ah, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Money here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See, you just need to say the right thing at the right time and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard to get. You know it's true. Hey, stream girl. That's me. I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft to his lawyer as it had a couple of additions, but, let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep, he cut into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his... Okay. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld, even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Why did they have to put that in there? It's just so random. Oh, are you kidding me? What? Oh right, this was after the last. I didn't notice that the audio of the music was off since the break. I don't think you guys really missed anything, honestly, even though it was so long ago. It's like, oh no, you weren't hearing the same music over and over again. I don't think there was anything really unique musically going on, and no sound effects that were super special. Still annoying. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if he jacked off to the image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazy teacher fantasies to know how they can be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. You know what? I think I'm going to go back in post and add a little bit of music in the background, maybe. Just for the hell of it. Though it might get a little repetitive. I will see. Maybe I'll just put the general soundtrack in the background or something. Don't mind me. Huh? But you know I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. Alright. 2 big beers, honey. 2 big beers. So exciting. This is a pretty good song. I wonder which one this one is. Here. Cheers! Cheers! Alright. I was gonna say, like, I thought after the last 1 or 2 drinks ago, I thought it was crazy how much she drank. Alright, I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time. So I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water. I wanted some underwater action too. What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. We just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and putting it in the bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs, sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck. But that's another story. It was all a success. But it's also the last time I have sex on a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water. I felt like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or I would have surely died. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex on a jacuzzi, my body got so hot, the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in the escapades for the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure! Then count me in. I've got the perfect stories. Let us be on our way then! Goodbye, bartender! Bye, honey! Well, let's start with the story. Let's start the story. You see, there was this Mega Santa. Wait, seriously? They left. A pair made in hell. I'll just say, like, slowly their dialogue started morphing into the same person, and I was like, close enough, or whatever. A pair made in hell. At least they looked like they're having fun. That method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck, though. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? Were we in the same place? Here, Joe. What's this? A bonus! Today, I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and keep it up. Well, tomorrow's a big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. How much? I didn't get flawless service bonus? How? How is that not flawless? Who did I mess up on? Maybe it was... No, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, everybody acted like it was perfect. I mean, well, maybe when I gave that girl the bad drink, I should have given her a good drink? I don't know. Either I'm getting old or that girl was too much for me. I got a lot of money, though, so that's nice. You have no new notifications. What about my electric bill? Happy New Year. Maybe on January 1st. May all your wishes come true and a bountiful New Year filled with health and joy. Happy New Year. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. Is that... I think my cat does that too. Okay. Wow. Really? No new articles. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. We'll do this. Okay. We're gonna do this. Over here. We'll do this and that. And then we're not gonna use all the money, but we're at least gonna do these two. So now we're sold out on those. So okay, let's return. Yeah. Daruma. Yeah, there's the Daruma. I already forgot what the other one was. I think it's this one right here. The Maneki Neko. Wait, Maneki Neko. What should be like a cat looking thing? Oh yeah, here it is right there. Okay, so there's Neko and then there's the Daruma, I think. Kind of annoying though that the Daruma is right in front of the boss, so that's stupid. I just want to buy this stuff and then I'll, and then like if I have to go back, then I can go back if I really need to. Yeah, I don't like the colors. Just wondering how cheap they are. Yeah, okay. I want to buy these. I actually kind of like that one, actually. That's surprising. Okay. Well, that looks like that's the end of the stream. I was considering doing another day, but it's like, you know what? That's going to be pretty long, and I feel like New Year's Day is going to be a pretty big deal in the game, too, so... Thanks for watching. I guess I'll set this one at this one, yeah. And this will be like a backup, sort of. Hopefully I remember all this. But yeah, I plan to stream tomorrow this, but I'm not 100% sure because Wuthering Waves is having an update, so I'll probably do that one. I guess we'll see. Either way, we'll see how the next stream goes. It's nice that I believe this is my longest stream of this game, and things went pretty well. So, yeah, can't wait for the next one. Yeah, made good progress. Yeah, I guess we'll just wait and see how things go from here, I guess. I mean, how many more streams we have of the game. The game's not supposed to be that long. Like, that's why I'm like, I really feel like I'm right at the end of the game. It feels like nothing else is getting built up, and we're about to, like, finish off all the plot points we've had so far. And also, it makes sense that there'd be 3 acts, 3 chapters or whatever, so... we'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.